Information received. Internet connection established. You have received a voicemail.
Mobile Task Force Kappa 42. Angel reporting in. Item SCP-1380. Room number 16. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The building containing SCP-1380-A has been closed to the public and is to be guarded covertly by a minimal security detachment Delta-1380 to prevent break-ins and discovery of SCP-1380-A. Delta-1380 is to prevent unauthorized entry into the building containing SCP-1380-A when possible. However, because the building containing SCP-1380-A is located in a residential area, the commander of Delta-1380 is authorized to allow unauthorized entry into the building if it is believed necessary to prevent the detachment's presence from becoming visible from neighboring houses. All unauthorized individuals are to be incapacitated and administered amnetic treatments. Break-in attempts have become more frequent in years recently due to urban legends surrounding the building. Area 216 has been constructed around the location of SCP-1380-B under the guise of an archaeological exploration site. No unauthorized personnel are to be permitted within Area 16 under any circumstances. Members of Delta-1380 are permitted to explore SCP-1380-B when it exists at SCP-1380-A. Research into SCP-1380's transitory phenomenon is to continue. However, under no circumstances is SCP-1380-C to be operated by any personnel above Class D, and remote methods of operating SCP-1380-C are preferred due to the attrition rate, 100%, of personnel operating SCP-1380-C. Description: SCP-1380 is a phenomenon centered around the former multi-purpose science lab at Dresden Elementary School in Dresden, Tennessee. SCP-1380-A is the space within Dresden Elementary that formerly contained the science lab, labeled on diagrams as room number 16. SCP-1380-B is a remote location on the peninsula of Baja California, centered on 25.2745 degrees north, 111.2037 degrees west. SCP-1380-C is a plastic light switch installed against the wall of the former science lab of Dresden Elementary School. The switch was present within the lab and otherwise ordinary prior to the development of SCP-1380's anomalous properties. When SCP-1380-C is set to on, the DES Science Lab is located at SCP-1380-A within Dresden Elementary School. The room can be entered via the door to room number 16 and displays no particularly anomalous characteristics. All windows display the expected view of the outside area of the building, all plumbing and electrical connections remain functional, and the room can be explored without difficulty. During these periods, SCP-1380-B appears to be a normal desert region and displays no anomalous properties. When SCP-1380-C is set to off, the DES Science Lab is located at SCP-1380-B. A section of the ground at SCP-1380-B is replaced with the floor of the lab, upon which it sits the tables, desks, and other furniture within the lab. The plumbing and electrical fixtures that should be located within the walls around the lab, including SCP-1380-C, are suspended in mid-air around SCP-1380-B, though the concrete walls themselves are not present. Excavations to date suggest that there is no terminal point to the geographic displacement below the ceiling of SCP-1380. The displaced region continues at least 400 meters beneath the surface of the phenomena and may continue down to the Earth's core. While SCP-1380-B is occupied with the Dresden Science Lab, SCP-1380-A takes on the appearance of a nebulous black region. Any matter that crosses the threshold into SCP-1380-A during this time is inexplicably lost. The region neither emits nor reflects any light or energy at any measurable wavelength. Likewise, while inorganic materials present within DES Science Lab are capable of surviving the transition from SCP-1380-A to B, without any noticeable damage, any organic matter within the space of the lab disappears when SCP-1380-C is flipped. The transit from SCP-1380-A to -B is as close as instantaneous as can presently be determined using modern equipment. This has been confirmed both within the DES lab and by observers on both sides outside the lab. Addendum 1380-1. Background. No anomalous events were reported at the Dresden Elementary School Multipurpose Science Lab prior to 8/2/2007. The precise time of the initiation of the extranormal behavior related to SCP-1380 is unknown. The room was used normally throughout that day, and no unusual events were noted by any witnesses during first, though, back and forth, ending at 14:45 hours. Additionally, due to an unscheduled school closing related to the disappearance of a school bus along with several students that same day, the school was closed for several days afterwards. SCP-1380 was first discovered by custodial staff on 14-2-7. One custodian was lost, and another experienced spontaneous amputation of the left hand during an attempt to enter SCP-1380-A. Foundation personnel investigated the area as a Department of Human Services inspection team, discovered SCP-1380, and closed the school under the pretense of having found serious structural flaws within the building. Students were redirected to other schools throughout the county, while Vincent Cinder Elementary School was constructed in memory of a science teacher who was not seen again during the 11-2-7 crisis. Foundation researchers believe he was lost within SCP-1380 at some point. A cover story was crafted that explained his disappearance as a fatality during the quote-unquote terrorist attack that quote-unquote destroyed Bus 64 on that day. Stay safe, stay alert. 10 days remain.